Hi, the Daily Gratitude Journal for July 15th and 16th. The previous video focused mainly on July 14th. I did describe also the 13th quickly. And it was interesting because more things happened on the 14th. But I really felt when I recorded the video, it had to be about the 14th mainly and about the energy fluctuations. Because as far as I know, I barely talked about the fact that I started something new that day, that I had this public talk live on Facebook with Anel about sexuality, intimacy, the male-female energy, things like that. And that's what I want to talk about more today in a minute. But it's also interesting how I got feedback from people who were really happy with the fact that I explained what happened, that I shared my insights, and also got more information sent to me from people who found insights from other people. And so it's interesting how these things start to roll. And one of most important things I read is that it's just not just about the 14th, but it's about 10 days. Funny thing is that a friend of mine experienced it actually a few days earlier. Somebody experienced it the day before, and I experienced it only during, let's say, the evening of the 14th. But different people experience these things at different times, different intensities, different durations, because we're simply different. Also, it may be that we will experience again. Those of us who have not experienced anything on the 15th or the 16th may experience it again on the 17th or the 18th, the 19th. So just be aware, just be grounded. Do your grounding exercises regularly, do your meditations. They don't need to be long, just to back in your body, that you really anchor, that you make contact with nature. And just remember, the energy is there, so yeah, don't let it drive you crazy. And I can say that the last 2 days I have spent a lot of time in nature, contemplating, also contemplating indoors, fine-tuning things. I didn't create new things per se, because that was not the moment. I wasn't able actually to enter my home today because somebody broke the key in the lock of the door downstairs, so nobody could enter or exit anymore. I mean, it was locked and broke the key was trying to open. We actually don't know if it was because he did something wrong, or I mean the key didn't look broken, so I believe it's the wrong key that went in. And so it was a whole hassle to get through back doors and through other apartments and stuff to get inside. And I tried to break the lock, so I used my drill, broke 3 drill bits, got a blue nail, and didn't manage to get the door open. Yeah, there's a big hole in the cylinder, but it's not through and through, and still not able to unlock. So tomorrow some guy will come, hopefully, and he will probably make a lot of noise to get that thing out. Because I tried hammering and everything and it didn't work. And that was just me after a long walk coming home, like, yeah, okay, now I'm going to have dinner. And I couldn't get in, and then had to connect with my neighbor. And luckily she came to the window after a few minutes. and then she had to go to another neighbor to get the key from the back stairs, and then to be able to enter through the basement and then get through her apartment and back up. I mean, come on, it was crazy. And then me trying to fix the problem and then spending a lot of energy in and breaking my tools, and then in the end still nothing. So like, okay, yep, fine. So it's clearly not one of those days where you can create a lot, and I accept that. On the other hand, I did plan a few things. So I have a talk tomorrow and Sunday for my new show, the intimate show I call it. So you may have seen my video with Anel where we talk about sexuality and stuff, and she will be interviewing every Tuesday live on Facebook a different man, talking about different sub-subjects, and I will be interviewing, no, not really interviewing, we'll have talks, so it's more, that's why I call it the show, because more like a talk show with different women, probably also some men later on, but I'll start with a few women, on different aspects of this whole subject. And so tomorrow we'll have a talk, and on Sunday we'll have a talk, and the one of tomorrow, if everything goes well, I will be able to upload it already tomorrow evening. So that's tomorrow evening for Europe, and then tomorrow Friday morning for the US, and then Friday deep late night or Saturday very early morning for Australia. So I'm really excited about that. And what I would like to emphasize again is, as a continuation on the video of the 14th, is to really pay attention to what you feel and what you want to say. When something is happening and it triggers you, just take a moment, take a breath, and feel. Am I reacting from a wound? Is a button being pushed? Do I need to get angry? Or do I just take a breath, let that energy flow, let it get out, and then respond in a constructive way? I mean, I've seen a few people today online who were really mad, and they're very terrible things they're mad at, or mad about, angry about. Yet, being so angry is not resolving anything. Being angry is punishing yourself for other people's stupidities or mistakes or horrible acts. You're not punishing them, you're not changing anything except burning through a lot of your energy. So if you have too much of it, okay, that can be your way of burning some calories. But it's not constructive, and when starting to rant, people will also not be really interested in that. But when you come with something constructive, like, okay, there is this huge horrible problem, let's say child abduction. 800,000 kids are going missing every year. Is it global or US? I don't know. But doesn't matter. It's a enormous and a horrifying amount of children that disappear. And most of them are not teenagers who just want to be independent. Most of them are being killed, are being raped, are being trafficked, are being pushed into sex slavery. And we can get really angry about this. But we're only feeding negativity when we do that. when we look at, okay, what can we do about this? We can start actions, we can start petitions, we can start forcing law enforcement and politicians to start to act on it, to start to prioritize the search for these kids and helping to prevent it. Clearly there are people in very high positions who are involved in this child pornography and child sex slavery and stuff like that, so they're doing everything to keep it out of the media and to slow it down. I just heard even somebody say that Trump said something about this and then none of the media asked the question to go more in depth what he meant when he was talking about that they were rolling up a child pornography ring or something like that. I don't remember what it was exactly. And I don't know if it's true, but I know for a fact that I never see in the news anything, or if it's there, it's rare and it's very small on the subject. And we all know the media is controlled by a few people who control most of the world, who own most of the wealth. But still, we the people can decide to act and can force even these egotistical, super rich people to stop doing what they're doing. We can force the media to start broadcasting about this. We can bring more awareness. And this way we can create a movement that will actually put a stop to this crap. That can actually help finding these children, bring them back to their parents. And also giving them counseling. So it's very important that you pay attention to how you use your energy and what you want to achieve. Because anger, yes, we have these emotions, but throwing it at other people and start just screaming in the street, unless you have 10,000 people screaming in the street. If you're doing it on your own, generally it doesn't help. And this is part of these energy fluctuations, that we have these very strong emotional responses to certain things. And maybe you felt it in your gut when I was giving this example, because you're a parent yourself, you have children, or you have younger brothers and sisters, or maybe you know somebody who disappeared. And so, yeah, it's nasty shit. But does getting angry resolve anything in the end? No. So after your anger has cooled down, act, do something constructive. This applies in general to everything. And I did experience today again that I saw things and I was like, okay, how do I react to this? What do I say? Without ignoring other people's feelings as well. And so I believe I managed more or less okay today. But this is going to happen more often, not just in the coming 10 days. Because, as you may know, there is this huge battle going on between dark and light, and propaganda, information, disinformation and manipulation are the weapons today. So we will see a lot of crap, and we will need to be really grounded, self-centered to be able to deal with this. This was not a very fun video, I know. It was a bloody serious video, but these are serious topics. and maybe tomorrow I'll have a more joyful video. So for now, I wish you to be in peace, to be with your loved ones, to have a beautiful day, beautiful night, and to stay calm and grounded. And if you need help with the grounding, I have tools on my website. I will link to them under the video on YouTube. And if you need specific help, you just contact me. See you in the next video. Like, subscribe, and share.